The Omer is old. He take Kun to be vice president. When we win, and I could be doing a job for you. Can he go everywhere? When we win, and I could be doing a job for you. Can he go everywhere? No. They old. He take Omer is old. He take Kun to be vice president. When we win, and I could be doing a job for you as president. The Omer is old. He take to produce vice president. Our prayer. When you turn to the man, the Omer is old. He take Kun to be vice president. When we win, and I could be doing a job for you. Can he go everywhere? No. The Omer is old. He take Kun to be vice president. When we win, and I could be doing a job for you. Can he go everywhere? Against our prayer for you to produce vice president. The Omer is old. He take Kun to be vice president. When we win, and I could be doing a job for you. Can he go everywhere? No. The Omer is old. He take Kun to be vice president. When we win, and I could be doing a job for you. Can he go everywhere? The Omer is old. He take Kun to be vice president. When we win, and I could be doing a job for you. Can he go everywhere? No. The Omer is old. He take Kun to be vice president. When we win, and I could be doing a job for you. Can he go everywhere? No. The Omer is old. He take Kun to be vice president. When we win, and I could be doing a job for you. Can he go everywhere? No. The Omer is old. He take Kun to be vice president. When we win, and I could be doing a job for you. Can he go everywhere? No.
We start by making sure those people that we bring to cabinet are people of integrity. And secondly, want to make sure that even beginning with myself, we'll declare our assets and want to make sure that this is well known, the purpose of coming to government, to know that it's public service. And if you are not ready to serve the public, you can go elsewhere. But we want to make sure that we start on a clear note that the people of our country stood on line, they protected the votes, not to bring a team again that will do the same thing that the other people are doing or worse. So it's a clear message, declare your asset, make sure that we are prepared to audit the outgoing government so that they tell the Liberian people of their stewardship, and to make sure that we start on a footing where people know that they come to serve the public and not themselves. If they don't understand that, they actually fall where it may.
I'm on the side of the law, on the side of the Liberian people. I'm on the side of the law. I will never betray the Constitution of the Republic of Liberia. As far as I'm concerned, what is happening to Fonati today, it is unconstitutional. The president has gotten involved into this process. I stand with the law. As far as I'm concerned, Fonati Kofa is the Speaker of the 55th Legislature, and I'm on my way to Kofa's office for us to continue with business. Whatever those guys are doing over there is useless, it's unnecessary, and they are hurting the Liberian people. I'm on the side of the law, on the side of the Liberian people. I'm on the side of the law. I will never betray the Constitution of the Republic of Liberia. As far as I'm concerned, what is happening to Fonati today, it is unconstitutional. The president has gotten involved into this process. I stand with the law. As far as I'm concerned, Fonati Kofa is the Speaker of the 55th Legislature, and I'm on my way to Kofa's office for us to continue with business. Whatever those guys are doing over there is useless, it's unnecessary, and they are hurting the Liberian people.
Embarrassment like you. Are you a reconciler? When are you going to put this country together? When? Joseph Walker is a dangerous person. Joseph Walker is a dangerous person. Now I join the Liberian people to tell Ellen Sari. We know that you are good to Joseph Walker, but Joseph Walker is just another ingrate that don't appreciate good or somebody do good for them. Joseph Walker, the shame will come to you. So they say you are reconciled, you were 40 years. What did you learn? Making an appointment. You take over from Joseph Ministry. You can do Lewa Ministry. Joseph Walker, you confused? What are you confused at there? And we're trying to investigate you. My soul is telling me that you're telling Jeremiah like you. Are you a reconciler? When are you going to put this country together? When? Joseph Walker is a dangerous person. Joseph Walker is a dangerous person. Now I join the Liberian people to tell Ellen sorry. We never knew you were good to Joseph Bakale, but Joseph Bakale is just another ingrate that don't appreciate good. Or somebody do good for them.
I'm on the side of the law, on the side of the Liberian people. I'm on the side of the law. I will never betray the Constitution of the Republic of Liberia. As far as I'm concerned, what is happening to Fonati today, it is unconstitutional. The president has gotten involved into this process. I stand with the law. As far as I'm concerned, Fonati Kofa is the Speaker of the 55th Legislature, involved into this process. I stand with the law. As far as I'm concerned, Fonati Kofa is the Speaker of the 55th Legislature. As far as I'm concerned, Fonati Kofa is the Speaker of the 55th Legislature. As far as I'm concerned, Fonati Kofa is the Speaker of the 55th Legislature. Concerned, Fonati Kofa is the Speaker of the 55th Legislature. Fonati Kofa is the Speaker of the 54th Legislature. Fonati Kofa is the Speaker of the 54th Legislature. Fonati Kofa is the Speaker of the 54th Legislature. Fonati Kofa is the Speaker of the 54th Legislature. And I'm on my way to Kofa's office for us to continue with business. Whatever those guys are doing over there is useless, it's unnecessary, and they are hurting the Liberian people.
Embarrassment like you. Are you a reconciler? When are you going to put this country together? When Joseph Walker is a dangerous person. Joseph Walker is a dangerous person. Now I join the Liberian people to tell Ellen sorry. We know you were good to Joseph Walker, but Joseph Walker is just another ingrate that don't appreciate good. Or somebody do good for them. Joseph Walker, the shame will come to you.
I'm on the side of the law, on the side of the Liberian people. I'm on the side of the law. I will never betray the Constitution of the Republic of Liberia. As far as I'm concerned, what is happening to Fonati today, it is unconstitutional. The president has gotten involved into this process. I stand with the law. As far as I'm concerned, Fonati Kofa is the Speaker of the 55th Legislature, and I'm on my way to Kofa's office for us to continue with business. Whatever those guys are doing over there is useless, it's unnecessary, and they are hurting the Liberian people.
I therefore urge you, my fellow citizens, to continue to be law-abiding and seek peaceful means to resolve differences. Embrace tolerance and dialogue. Let us love one another and come together as one people, one nation, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Let us remember the strength of our unity, the resilience of our democracy, and the hope that lies in the future of Liberia. As we welcome a new era, let us move forward hands in hand with a shared commitment to building a united nation that will continue to strive on observing the tenets of democracy and adhering to the rule of law. May God bless you all, and may God continue to bless the Republic of Liberia.
Today is Thursday. It's a great day, but don't forget now the jackpot is on, so it's also within, and Israel will do that before. You know, the country is so very hard. You understand, the country hard. Waka has turned the country into Somaliland. It's not easy. So we're fighting hard to make sure that people get $1 or $2. Yeah. So the cash giveaway is on, and the winners will have to be told that they can have something in their pocket. So yeah, Israel, we'll do it from Raya. Right. No. Yeah, very easy. We are in a state of Somaliland.
So the guy is on.
Yeah, let's give him his morning.
Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Oh. So what's your name?
My name is Momo Moloba.
Momo Moluba. Okay.
Yep.
So Momo, you played the King 7-3 Wise Men jackpot this morning.
Yeah.
How many times you play?
I play one time.
You play one time.
Yeah.
And since you've been playing, you now win?
Since, because I'm still not playing there. Yesterday I played on, he was saying I start playing, I win.
Since you been playing, you win here.
Yeah, yesterday I tried. You say I win.
So how you done the code?
I dial star
Mm-hmm.
7
Mm-hmm.
9
Mm-hmm.
star 00 hash.
00 hash. Okay, so the last two, the number is 206206.
Yeah.
All right. So which day you register with this mobile money account?
La man named Cotto Morris.
Oh, Kotu Morris. Kotu.
Yeah. Yeah, Cotto Morris.
Okay. K-O. I spell is it
K-O.
K-O-R-O-I?
Yeah.
Kotu K-O-R-T. Kotu Morris.
Yeah, Cotto Morris.
Okay. What are your mount number you use?
No, la ma 11 number, but she don't want to restore it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, Kotu Morris.
Yeah.
So, congratulations, then you won 20,000 Nigerian dollars.
God, thank you.
You hear me?
Yeah.
You won 20,000. You won the $20,000 on the last part of the draw.
Yeah, I said, God, thank you. God, thank you.
Okay, so that money going to come to your account, and I'll call you back to verify if you received the money. Yeah.
Yeah. I will pay my wire fee today.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So, yeah, and how easy. The man so excited. He said he will pay a wire fee today. So you see there, it means that he did not. Things are just bad off in LIB under Joseph Yuma Boakai, the Nebuchadnezzar of this time. If you know what Nebuchadnezzar was, if you are a Christian, you will know Nebuchadnezzar was a dictator. Nebuchadnezzar had a strong power instinct. Nebuchadnezzar was very bitter with those who will not bow to him. He will have a complete control over everything and everybody around him. A dictator, autocrat. He was a tyrant. And those characters you see in Joseph Yema Boakai, who claims to be the president of this country. Okay, we'll talk about those things that he has orchestrated. Certain people allow themselves to be used, but let's acknowledge you. Thank you ever so much, all of you who have come on the show to hear it rare as we talk it rare. Nathan and Blair, you've come on from Barcelona and Spain. My dear sister Yasa Sharif, good to have you on. Thank you so much. Emmanuel Wollaba, you've on from Johnsonville, Asata. M. Miller, you've come on from Red Light as usual. And you said good to be on the show. Boakai is bringing serious problem in this country. And when it starts, Boakai will not be able to control it. Well, that's where we are right now. Solo what cause you? You are falling from your comfort zone. New Georgia Estate. Lasana Kiadi, you've come on. You didn't say, but you are saying Liberians are in trouble for 6 good years. No good things will come out of this government. Sylvester B. Taylor, you're following from Ba Jacket Town, Bombing County. Ibrahim Abu Sharif, you're following from where? Painesville, you are following from. And you said, so now we have 2 speakers. One DJ who we are waiting for the party to begin at the Capitol building. Dwight, my dear Southeastern sister, I will continue to console you. Good that you are still engaging with the politics of Liberia, though you've decided never to have anything to do with Liberia, but we'll continue talking. We talk, we just can't give up on Liberia. When you retreat, then it means that the people whom you don't want to see doing what they're doing will continue to do. So good to have you on, Dwight Tate from Minnesota, the United States of America. Louis Harris, you've come on from Gaytown Old Road, A Valley Cora. You're following from where? Banjul, the Gambia. And you said, good afternoon, Brother Sam. Thanks for Kings FM guys for a brilliant work. Good to have you on. We are inspired by your presence and encouragement. Also, Henry Johnson, you are following from Asia. Mohammed Prince Sonin Senior, you've come on from where? Brewerville, and you said thanks for the great job. You said it right yesterday. You said if the speaker will be removed, Representative Kuhn will take over. But I told you people that thing was said. The next thing that you're going to hear is the yellow machine. Listen, you either take my word or you leave it. Liberia is predictable. Who else? Josephus Manen, you're watching from New York City. Boston Gaylor, you've come on from Springfield, Pennsylvania, the United States of America. Yekesin Sando, you say good afternoon, Kane's family, or good morning, it seems, from where you are, the morning hour. Kolwa Cabbage, you're following from Rhode Island. All right, we will recognize you as we go on. Time is of the essence. We've got a real business. Yeah. A messy situation unfolded today on Capitol Hill under the reign of the Nebuchadnezzar of Liberia. So they said that they carved a new resolution and they got the required constitutional number to unseat or removed the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Councillor J. Fonatikofa. Not only that, but they requested him to turn over all government properties or property in his possession. And they went on to, on white ballot, according to them, elected Richard Cohn as the new Speaker of the House of Representatives. In a jubilant mood, they will move to Richard Cohn one by one, congratulated him, and he was sworn in by Thomas Fowler. And then the other niceties associated with such a situation, the day-to-day, followed. Then the Speaker himself will react. The Speaker reacted in 3 words. 3 words. The Speaker reacted in 3 words. He said, nothing has happened. Nothing has happened. That was his response after that boogers, that coup d'etat, that mutiny, the false impression and justification for the money the executive infused into them as a sign that they have accomplished the mission. So that what unfolded today. And their fans are excited. They have flooded Facebook congratulating Richard Cohen as the Speaker of the House of Representatives. Some of them saying what goes around comes around, and a lot more. But I'm not concerned about that. They have the right to express themselves. But this is what I can tell you. Nothing extraordinary happened. One side just tried to be political and using the political might to hijack, and the other side aids within the ambit of the law. Except the rest of the world will tell us that everything these guys are doing, they are doing it legally. Then we put our hands up. But let me say, All that we've been doing is not a defense for Fonati Kofa. We have not attempted, we've not been running propaganda for Fonati Kofa. It is no defense for Fonati Kofa. All that we've done and been doing because from our literate and professional standpoint, we saw that those guys were in the wrong. And we have every reason to speak against. On top of it, the government said that there will be no breach of the law. They will uphold the law, the Constitution of Liberia. All of us know what Boakai said and with his people when they were coming in. So to see that they are breaking the law intentionally, willfully, unregrettably, we have every reason to put our import out. So don't see it. Those of you who are around the speaker don't think that it is a defense for him. No, had those guys gone through the normal procedure as required by the law and took Fonati Kofa out, nobody will be defending, or nobody will have been in Speaker Kofa's defense against them once they are in line with the law. The only reason is because they turned themselves, they bent the law, they discarded the law, they installed themselves as individual gods and expect the rest of the country to submit to them, which cannot be. That's the reason we talk the way we talk. I told you yesterday, in a normal circumstance, we will not use those words that we use on these guys and women. It is only because they gave us the reason to use those descriptive or describe them the way we think they ought to be described because of how they presented themselves outside the law. But normally we will not say that to them. And that's what happens when you present yourself in an inorderly manner, undesirable. That's what you get. But in a normal setting, you will not look at any lawmaker and just say awful things about him or her. Normally, you will not do that to anybody, any human being. But when the person leaves from being civilized to uncivilized and will justify the uncivilized act, and you know that is uncivilized, but they justify it as civilized, then the atmosphere changes. So this is not a defense for we have not been defending him. He has his people, he has his propaganda team. They have been doing what they can do. They've done and they stay doing it. It's up to them. We are only talking from a nationalistic, patriotic perspective. Our obligation is to you. So they did what they did today. It's not a surprise to me when those things came up. But listen, you don't get jitter. You don't get confused. They have done nothing yet. The road is still long. We still got a long way to go. They're just trying to shortcut everything so that they will have the legitimacy and authority unto themselves. When you know that you are not doing the right thing, and in order for you to get what you want, you hasten and you will put several lies into it, like what they did today. They said they wrote the speaker of all of those complaints, and then they asked him to come, and so that they will give him due process. He refused, and based on that, they took a decision of judgment by default, and that gave them paved the way for the election of new speaker. Does that make sense to you? Every one of you are literate people, educated people. Does that make sense? They said they gave the man, Koga, the man who leading everything. They said they wrote the speaker formally, outlining all of those complaints against him, and they afforded him the right to move in and to move in for due process. He ignored all. He did not respond to them, nothing at all, as they waited, and they are constrained. They were constrained to render judgment by default. That means the speaker faulted. He refused to show up. So since he refused to show up, the time they gave him with the complaint, everything, they rendered their own judgment. So they have nothing to do now to recognize him as speaker. He's not speaker any longer. So they asked him to turn over everything government. The only thing he should take from the place, his personal thing, but everything government, he should turn it over. And then they moved to that kangaroo booger stuff called white battle election of Richard Cohen as Speaker of the House of Representatives. Listen, that is a joke. That is why you have to opt your mentor. That is why you have to make sure that you don't waste time and energy on just music, those fantasies of life, but rather fill your mind with information. As a citizen, follow the events. You know what they're doing to you? They're telling you, sorry if we use these words, but that's the word. God himself used it, Jesus used it, Paul used it, other Paul, ain't mean anything. It's not an insult. It's just a description. There's a difference between insult and description. You know what they're telling you? Of all these guys are doing, all that they're doing, you know what they're telling you? You're stupid. That's what they're doing. That's all. But don't feel uncomfortable. Don't impute any emotion into it. Don't feel uncomfortable. Nothing extraordinary has happened. It can't go nowhere. It can't go nowhere. The speaker, I am told that he's awaiting the result from the court because he filed in a writ of McDermott. We have no reason to doubt the court, the final arbiter of justice of the land. We wait to see what the court will say, and then we'll analyze the court's response. But as every citizen is entitled to go to court, and the court is under obligation to listen to every citizen, the court will have to listen. If they delay, then we know that something is happening. Given the urgency of the moment, I do not expect the Supreme Court to delay, because there were urgency of the moments in the past, and they did not delay. They acted upon the urgency of the moment. Given the severity of this situation that could plunge this country into chaos, already we are in chaos. There's instability, there's insecurity, there's wide division. The Supreme Court would not have to delay. There's the urgency of the moment. The Supreme Court will have to listen to the Speaker's position, the writ of McDermott he filed. But you don't get jitter. You don't get jitter with that 4G election. You don't get jitter, yeah? Okay. Then another thing that happened today, I told you people that the mediation team announced by Senate Pro Tem Yombli Kanga Lawrence was a farce, was a smokescreen. Listen, this country, the people will continue to harbor and live with grudge for one another. You know why this country has been down for years, time in time? It has been down because of the heart. And you know what brought this war to this country? And God allowed us to go through it. That means the country. You know that God allowed people to go through certain things. He allowed it to happen so that the people would not continue the same path that brought that war. That is one of the reasons why he allowed war to go into country. He allowed famine to take, he allowed all of those things. If you are a Christian and you read this Bible, you know why we always reference the Bible, why Israel will always reference the Bible, AB will always reference the Bible, I will always reference the Bible, because you know, it is, the Bible is the model, it's the summary of the world. And if you look at it carefully, you'll see that nothing happening today that the Bible did not speak of, neither did it not provide a guide, a caution. That's the reason we impute our biblical lines so that you know and be on your guide too, because you can be confronted by any situation. So the Senate, what they did today, they confirmed or they recognized the majority bloc. Didn't I tell you that what Yombli Kanga Lawrence was doing by announcing a committee to mediate was a smokescreen? They were just pretending. They were just making fun of themselves. They thought they were making fun of Speaker Kofa. That mediation team. Didn't I raise the issue yesterday with you people? From the very first day they announced that committee till today, no attempt they made. It was just a publicity. You see how deadly we are amongst ourselves in this country. You see it. Today, they recognize the majority bloc. They recognize the majority bloc today. Now, the next thing you're going to hear them, if they can recognize the majority bloc, the next announcement you're going to hear from the Senate is the recognition of Richard Kuhn as the speaker. Beyond that, they will start doing business with Richard Kuhn. They just try by their cunning. Cunning means devilish act. Don't allow anybody to use that word on you. That's the word Jesus or God used on Satan. They try by their cunning to stifle the speaker in every way. That was the plan, and the plan worked. And you can blame them too, because the speaker sat, he sat relaxed. He wasn't on top of his game, but we'll talk about that. So the game plan was, while he pursuing legal path, let's stifle him from every way we can. We've got the numbers. And once he is stifled, he is broken from every area. We broke every arm. He can't do anything. If he went to the Supreme Court, we do a political call to the Supreme Court to either drag it or give a ruling that he can go beyond, but rather he will be forced to stand down. I told you guys yesterday that the people game plan is working. Every day they make progress. Every day they take 2 steps into their progress. Every day they take 2 steps. The speaker was sitting relaxed, relying on the law because he is a lawyer, trusting the law, which is not bad at all. That's what it is. You ought to allow the law to prevail, because the law, everything development hinges on the law. Everything human existence hinges on the law. If the law isn't respected, then you don't have a country. Then you are not a human being. So they use and still using all of their political weapons, and they are succeeding. So it wouldn't be a surprise. The Senate will start doing business once they can recognize the election, the Senate, they are the majority bloc, sorry. Once they can recognize the majority bloc, the next thing, they're going to start discussing the budget. And it is one of the reasons why they hasten this bogus stuff called election of Richard Kuhn. The budget, they start discussing it. Now, it means absolutely nothing to Nebuchadnezzar and his people whether these guys going to have the constitutional layout of concurrence of the two houses. As far as they're concerned, they got the number. So they're going to start discussing the budget. The Minister of Finance yesterday was on one of the radio stations here. He was asked that same question. If he was invited by the majority bloc, will he honor the invitation? He wasn't definitive, but you could tell that he would be ready to go because 3 of his colleagues from the executive already went ahead. That means the president himself recognizes the majority bloc and is doing business with them. So they will start the 2 houses, the Senate already. They came saying all kinds of flimsy things, trying to put budget on hold. Listen, don't believe anybody in that Senate and from that majority bloc on anything again. Don't believe anybody. Everything the guy is doing, it is a game. The game of sycophancy, political deceit, just like the Ahithophel situation. You know the situation with Ahithophel in the Bible? That was a political sin. With David, it was purely political. Nothing religious about that thing. It was purely political. Some of what you see happening today in there, if you look at the situation with Ahithophel, David, and Absalom, that sin is purely political. And you see it happening in this time by these guys. But don't get discouraged. Don't get discouraged. It's not over yet. Don't get jitter. Nothing extraordinary for them has happened. Let's wait to hear what the Supreme Court got to say, if the Supreme Court will ever give the speakers ear. Because the 2 branches of this country, they work at the whims and caprices of the president. The executive, the judiciary, and the legislative. They work at the whim and caprice of the executive. Of the 2 of them, the judiciary, the legislative branch allowed itself to be used to and fro by the executive, and they are just at the receiving end with the capital. So that what unfolded today, yeah? But don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Don't think that it is over. No, nothing significant, nothing changed significantly. No, nothing changed. Don't worry. Relax yourself. Let's see it to the end. Let's see it to the end. If the Supreme Court gives him ear and what they can say, we'll look at it. If the Supreme Court can give him ear, or they gave a ruling that will favor the majority, then you know that a political telephone call was made to the judiciary. Listen, if we're not careful, well, when we say people can get emotional and say, oh, yeah, you want war, yeah, all the kind of thing. Listen, prior to the 1990 war, there were people who were sitting on radio stations too the same way and saying that these things that we're saying, if we're not careful, it will put this country into something embarrassingly. The radio stations then were not very many like today, but there were people who saw the signs, how people were being treated, how government of the day were disregarding the law and allowing their own will to prevail, how they were using institutions. All of us know in this country what happened, how it went, that led former President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf to give into a request for a war, that led Charles Taylor, whatever the maneuvering, left American prison to start a war because they were vexed, they were uncomfortable. They felt ill-treated. They felt the people were being marginalized. They were being stabbed in the back. They felt that the government of the day was not upholding was not going in accordance with the rule, with the laws of the land. All kinds of things were happening. Prince Johnson today, who is supporting Nebuchadnezzar in Boaka. Prince Johnson, it was one of the reasons why Prince Johnson decided to take up arms, followed by the rest of the people. Roosevelt Johnson, Alhaji Kroma, and the rest of the people. All of these guys, educated men and women of Liberia, they felt that injustices were the order of the day. The rule of law were discarded. Therefore, they needed to restore sanctity to the country. Listen, we are not in that time. We hope not to. And we are not praying, neither do we want that. But we can allow it to happen if we are not sensitive of where we came from and where we are headed. If you are the government of the day, it does not say that you should do what you're doing. Unity Party government has to stop. This thing here, listen, you can enjoy power, but you cannot take grudge from a person's heart. You know how long it took people live with those grudge for years, and when the time came, it happened. People can live with grudge for 5 years, 7 years, 10 years. As long as they are alive, they will never ever forget. And that is the most deadly one amongst human beings. We don't want that. You be careful. We have not seen this thing before in our country. We have had some political messy situation, but this is unprecedented. We have not had this kind of situation before from 1822 to 1847. From 1847, it is only in 2024 that we are experiencing this kind of stuff that has every will to plunge this country into something else. Let us be careful. Let us be mindful. If you have your individual ego as president and you want to accomplish it, it's all but fair you make your position known and not to go sinister, not to go satanic. I want to believe that if a speaker, somebody will say, oh man, no, that would be unprofessional. No, but I think we have heard it from other people. If Boaka just come on and say, I'm not comfortable with fanatical for a speaker, maybe someone is fanatical for look at it and say, okay, you can take your position. And then you go on. Some people will not want any kind of long haul here and there. That's okay. Because probably they will take into consideration the thing that the person will start to do. So to avoid all of those things, some will stay on. We have to be careful. The signs are not good at all. They are not good signs. If this country continues like they grudge after grudge, payback, if this country continue on the path of payback, listen, I see this country going into another round of war. Listen, Liberia not the only country. Don't get jittered, don't be emotional, saying all kind of stuff. Oh, we want all kind of thing. Listen, you already in a war. You already in war. That now you want war. You already in war. You've been suffocated. You've been trampled upon. Nothing extraordinary happening. You think war is only gun? That's how you understand war? Okay, yes, that's what you know by your literacy. But you're in a war when you're in a place where the rule of law is being stifled, where grudge is built up against a certain person or certain persons that stops a number of things from coming into the country. Investors are skeptical. Insecurity has abound. Instability is the trademark. You know what is happening to you? Look at the country. Look at the country. All that they're talking, all that they're doing, have they told you of any significant investment within 11 months that they have stayed in power that came to this country or coming into this country? You know why? People are on the fringe. People are out of this country. They're talking about the messy situation of Liberia. And once the people seeing these kinds of things, they are afraid to come and put their money here. This festive season is coming. You're seeing the signs already. Moreover, not every country of the world likes the government. There were governments that like CDC government at the time. There were countries that did not like CDC government, and they will try to stifle. There are countries that don't like Unity Party government. They don't like Barca. In whichever way they can, they will stifle some things. That's why the government will always try to keep the atmosphere peaceful and will not want people to be reporting negative things here and there, so that those who are skeptical of the country will drop their skepticism and come in with investment. 11 months. Let them show you one significant investor or investment that has come into this country. Let them show you one. Everything they're talking is eternal. Increasing, Saver 7P, Saver 7, 1,200 plus high school graduate, 2,300 plus college graduate. Is that what you should be there? They say, oh, brand new civil service when nothing changing. That all they're telling you. Is that what you want to hear? Is that what you want to hear? The road. We'll talk about that tomorrow. Didn't Mr. President say that he was going to turn the road from, you're going to turn Gabriel Tucker Bridge into 4-lane going all the way? What they're doing over there, that Bucho Island area, from the end of the bridge, not even the end of the bridge because they left the other side, from Claratown Junction, the intersection going. And that the same cut and paste they're doing the patching. That is sitting, but they put huge amount in the budget for road rehabilitation instead of road reconstruction. And you see why they're telling you that you're stupid, you're dull. Well, no disrespect to you, you are not. But that's how politicians will want you to think. They will use words, and you will think that yes, they're doing something new. You look at it. Those of you who passing around there, some of you want to open the line. You'll tell me and see. The same thing. The patching. You know why? Anyway, that's not the issue. We'll talk about that tomorrow. I've just found all of Boakai's inaugural speech. I caught them one by one. When he said Gabriel Tucker Bridge will be turning into 4-lane, going all the way, all of those things, man. So we have to be careful, people. The signs on the wall are not encouraging. We don't need Daniel. Daniel will not have to come to explain the signs on the wall, the dangerous signs on the wall, like he did to Nebuchadnezzar. This country is in a mess. Now, let me conclude this way, then you come in, because we have a relay at 5 o'clock. The remover, let's assume they remove Fonati Kofa. It would not change anything, Liberia. It will not change anything. It will not change anything. If there will be a change, the yellow machine, that's all. I've maintained that thing from day one. You go up your canal, you can say all the thing about all they do. The speaker, he says all the thing, the people, the one I told you, we're in dry season already. What did you go back to Boakai inaugural address? Not the inaugural address, but the sonar. Yeah, it's also in the inaugural. Even though he did not complete that address, he almost fell down and died. Miata family almost killed him. Yeah. So he did not complete that inaugural address. The whole world knows that. But he completed the sonar State of the Nation address. And in that address, he made it clear that His priority, he reiterated, he restated his priority: road, road, road. Agriculture, agriculture, agriculture. Now, the arrest, it is prominent within the arrest agenda. It is the prominent of all of the lines making up the arrest agenda. Everything has to take effect in the dry season. They were waiting and planning for the dry season. The dry season is on us, and the dry season lasts for a few months. If nothing happens, they can't get that off the ground. You're telling me, your grading, what would you think would be a grading of that arrest agenda emphasis of road and agriculture? Phil, it will be F, F, F. Do you think Baka won that after you boast of that? What kind of leader would want that? What kind of leader? So that would be the priority. If Richard Kuhn is elected, I say if because that thing is not recognized, but they will force it at all costs. And just as they're forcing it, something will come or two. The other people from this house force it. We live in this country here, just like Jaha, they want us to live, that's how we live. Bwaka will not tell anybody anything. People go by it according to the rule of law. Except he take his armed men there, take people, send his soldiers to get us out. Bwaka, the people have turned Bwaka into a dictator. You ain't see anything yet. Listen, you ain't see anything yet. It's just the beginning. You think God a joker, eh? You ain't see it. God putting the signs on the wall. So it will not change anything. The mission is to get Fonati off. Fonati get out of that place. No one goes to a place or elected or appointed to stay there forever and ever. Amen. Even if the people put you there for life, you will fall sick, you will have aged, you will depreciate, or death may cross your path. So nowhere, nobody will want to stay in a place forever and ever. And that is not even right. Just like the philosophical maxim, get in, get it done right, and get out. So it will change nothing on Fonati Kofa. It will have no bearing on him either. No negative bearing. Given how it is happening. If they remove Fonati Kofa today, according to them, listen, Fonati Kofa becomes the hero in this thing. People will think that he's been disgraced, but there's no disgrace in that. Disgrace is on them because of the kangaroo way they're doing it, because of the coup d'etat they launched against him, the rebel nature they put up, the haste and justification for the money they receive. So the burden of proof or the burden of justification is on them to complete the mission, because they have taken money from the executive, substantial amount of money. Yeke Koluba told us, and I believe Yeke Koluba 100%, because everything he said came to pass. Yeke Koluba, the day before DJ Blue and Zina Normal left, Yeke Koluba had a news conference. Yeke Koluba said, you don't be surprised if 2 or 3 persons leave the speaker. The following day, what did we hear? DJ Blue and Zina Normal left. And what did Yeke say? He said more money was infused. So the guys will have to, they are justifying the money. It will mean nothing. They will enjoy that power. They will go. The speaker was not elected to stay there forever and ever. Assume nothing of such happened. And 6 years from now, people can say, we're voting for a new speaker, and They move him and he's off. Like they did with his election. Simple. So it will have no negative bearing on Fanatic Kofa. Fanatic Kofa did not take money from anybody to stay on. Neither is he giving money to people to stay on. But the rebel people took money and they justifying to everybody, even the unborn child in this country, that they took money by the way they are doing it to remove him. Everybody, all of those guys, they gang up, develop hate against one person. No, they ain't hate for Nati Kofa. No, let me take that back. You know what they're doing? They show and stay showing that they are not men and women. They are soft-hearted. They are subservient characters. Subservient characters are people who put themselves at the feet of other people to receive the crumbs, just as Lazarus was at the feet of the rich man and he was feeding on the crumbs. That's just how the guys are. They're feeding on the crumbs of the executive, and now the executive say the essence of the crumbs is this. So you have to complete it. So they're doing everything they can as quickly as possible to execute the mission. And that's why you saw that booger stuff. The so-called election of Speaker Richard Coon. And let me talk about Richard Coon briefly. Listen, Richard Coon says it's not shame. He's a shameless character. He is a junk, a stooge, no shame, no character, no integrity. The man just in the midst of the people. He know what to do. He ain't get no idea, but the obsession for ascendancy is high. No significant contribution he can make. I know that for a fact because information came out. We can't talk that other one. But we're saying it the way we can say it. And you could tell how Richard Coon had been in their midst. Just like, yeah, because that didn't want the boss man one. So let's just say, my man, just be with us. Let's be moving. We do the work. Just be with us. That's all. So they call him. They say, my man, we're letting you speak out today. We're doing a resolution. And we have the required number. Mr. Mumutu, Booger, empty head, mud head. He's still there in blue coat, red tie. He say he's speaker. Yes. Yes, Sepe. You're coming to see a stooge speaker. If that happens, you're about to see a stooge speaker, stooge. Assume that the speaker, watch my words, I said assume. That means as far concerned the speaker is still the speaker. But assume that happened. Their best bet is Richard Coon. And Richard Coon going to be used as a stooge. He's going to be told to and fro. He's not going to look in Nebuchadnezzar's face and say no. Okay. So here is something that have come up. Listen carefully, then we'll open the line. I say you're going to talk more today. It say November 21. Yeah, it just came up. The unconstitutional and unlawful attempts to undermine the leadership of the House of Representatives presents a grave threat to Liberia's democratic principles. These efforts, orchestrated under the guise of a so-called majority bloc, employ tactics unworthy of honorable lawmakers. Such actions erode the credibility of our institutions and undermine the collective will of the Liberian people. The leadership of the House reaffirms its commitment to upholding the Constitution of Liberia and the rule of law. We believe that any grievances or disagreements amongst lawmakers must be resolved through established legal and procedural framework. The manipulation of democratic processes and disregard for constitutional norms not only jeopardize the integrity of this august body, but also risks destabilizing the nation as a whole. Boy, I get time for that one. As the situation unfolds, we trust in the judiciary to act as the ultimate arbiter of defending our constitutional democracy. The court must step in to restore order, protect the rule of law, and preserve the sanctity of Liberia's democratic institutions. We call on all lawmakers, regardless of affiliation, to prioritize the nation's interest above personal or political ambitions. Unity, respect for the law, and adherence to constitutional principles remain the foundation upon which Liberia's democracy stands. Let us not lose sight of the responsibility we owe to our people and our nation. Liberia's democracy shall not be subject to manipulation. It is our collective duty to protect and preserve it. This is a communication from Representative Coliba, a well-written one. He couldn't have put it that way. The other was in 4G, and a minute ago, then, yeah, the man, I will run through as quickly as I can. The so-called speaker, a rebel speaker, doll of a person, very emotional. Richard Kuhn can keep that flow intact. I know Richard Kuhn very well. I know Richard Kuhn. We have several interactions, political interactions. Man, quite get emotional. So he said, yeah, man, acceptance speech. I beg you, I will not end it. I just want you to hear a few lines of it because we owe it to you. He said, today, as I stand before you, I am deeply honored and profoundly grateful for the trust you have placed in me. This moment is not just about me. It presents a collective dream, a hopeful vision for a brighter future that will see the House of Representatives in particular and the Liberian legislature in general arising anew. Together, we have taken a monumental step toward the change we seek in legislative governance and democratic pluralism within legislative politicized change rooted in our shared values, aspirations, and commitment to doing the work of the Republic of Liberia in a people-centered manner. Blatant lie. What's a people-centered? Yeah, you're right. He goes on to say, as we look around us today, we see that our current governance system and institutions are faced with a multiplicity of quagmires. The issues of inequities, die commitments to political cleavages, and sectarian politics. And now you know that nobody will give into so-called reconciliation. Sectarian politics, let me tell you what it means. When I say sectarian, it means set. Just how you see they get different fashion in our legislature. That's what he's referring to now. They get set rebel, set legitimate group, the speaker. So when you have sectarian politics, it means different groups at odds with each other. So that's what you mean. The sectarian politics that divide us, inefficiencies and inadequacies that discourage us, and the critical long jams that dampen our collective potentials for growth and progress. However, I want to encourage you to remain steadfast and hopeful as an integral part of the whole. I witnessed and participated in the struggles that landed us here today. Now that I am the speaker, what a sheer stupidity. Now that I am the speaker. Yeah, you see, when you're so dull of a person, all of you who sat, no disrespect to you people, but all of you who sat on a Richard Kuhn at that university, you gotta watch yourself. You gotta do a rebath academically. Yeah. Hey man. Hey God, what kind of country here? This guy is a joker. He said, however, I want to encourage you to remain steadfast and hopeful as an integral part of the whole. I witnessed and participated in the struggles that landed us here today. Now that I am the Speaker of the House of the Honorable House of Representatives of the 55th Legislature, barely 11 months into the tenure of President Joseph Yema Boakai, I am committed to working with you all to achieve your shared hopes and dreams. I am still dedicated to facing these challenges head on with honesty, integrity, and relentless determination with the wholeness of my being. Absolute nonsense. Let's turn to you, man. Okay. Yeah, let's call, the cash giveaway is on. So let's call this person. Yeah, let's call to confirm whether he received his money. That's the only way the country is not easy, but I got plunged into something else. Let's call this number to confirm he did win. Let's confirm it that he received his money. Right, man, I was excited. He said, okay, receive the money from. Mama, please answer your call. We won't confirm it. Because y'all can say the station taking your money.
Yellow valued subscriber, please be informed that the
So
number
we're
you're
calling
calling
again.
has not answered.
Yeah.
Please call again.
We'll call the number again. Yeah, we'll call again. So I can say the station eat your money, because that's why I can say, oh, when you don't want to get our money, the station can take the money. Yes. Good afternoon. I'm Sam Andrews calling you from Kings 88.5. What is your name?
My name is Momo Moloba.
Momo Molba.
Yeah, Momo.
Oh, Momo Molba.
Yeah.
Momo, you play the King's Cash giveaway today?
Yeah, I play.
Okay, and you play, eh?
Yeah.
And then Israel spoke to you not too long. Eh? Yeah. So I'm asking you now. You received the money?
Money, yes, now.
You receive it?
Yeah.
How many dollars you receive?
20,000 LD.
Talk it good. And I'm hearing you, my man.
20,000 LD.
20,000 LD. Okay.
Yeah.
So you get your money, eh?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so what you can say now, how you encourage other people to play, at least you get your 20G that weekend. So what you can tell your friends then now?
Friends, I just telling them to keep coming, let them really make sure you stay there for them to play the win too and help themselves.
So you must continue to play too, eh?
Yeah.
So you going to pay your wife fee with the man, eh?
And soon I go tomorrow because they say if we have it, we must pay. So tomorrow I will pay my home, my parents' school fee.
So well that all. So get money here. You are not with my man. If you are like whole education video, you are feeling with you.
Because now I have the money because you are talking about putting it on. For I have the money, I can save money for the money not want the money not going to that much.
Hey man, yeah, but my man, it's good that you win, yeah. So continue to play, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, enjoy yourself in your morning.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you too for playing. The man want hit 20 G, confirm it. Oh yeah. Let's read a few messages, a few comments, sorry, and then we move. Ibrahim Abu Sharif said, he live. Now I am a speaker. Yo, that's what the man said. The man said, now I am the speaker of the Honorable House of Representatives. Doll of a person, doll of a lawmaker, doll. All of you who sat on a Richard Kuhn in that university, no disrespect to you, but you need to take another academic bath to take that curse from on you. T-Max will say Richard Kuhn greedy for power. RLJ Hotel, make them confused. Thomas Ballard said, we told them, this UP people, yeah, okay, I think you want to say don't care about this country. See what is going on. And William L. Jack III, he said, what if the speaker doesn't like the president too? Will he resign? Good question. Who else? Solo Brown said, when we told most Liberians about this old papi, they won't listen to us. It's sweet for them. And as for the speaker, it's sweet for him. Yeah, the man sat down, he sat and relaxed. He did not do his homework. Oliver Cruiser said, show for those smoking weed, so-called lawmakers. Who else again? Ruth B. Bine. She comments from Arizona, the United States. She said, oh, okay. When you're on that one there. All right. William Massequer. All right. Let's go to the line. 0772 23 99 33 0886 30 44 97. The women's line. No ma'am or call on the women's line. Oh. No ma'am or call on the women's line. You can't be condemning the people not following the rule, then you do the same thing. 0777 9803. Only for women. Don't call on the women line when you men. Stay on the general line. All right, let's go. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
How you doing, Chief?
My man, you went off. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yes. What's your name and where you call from?
Yes, well, I don't know if you are thank you. My name is Jacob Konyadi, calling what the street that you community. I want to tell you, bravo, for your talking point this afternoon, sir, Andrew. The issue about the speaker, planting cover for that issue. You say in Labrador, allow Joseph Boga to break all the law on a regime without taking no action. He relaxed himself and travel with Joseph Boga, where Joseph Boga honor him, he a casket for him.
Okay, Chief, thank you. Hello. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, you are on the air, Chief.
Yeah, this is the meeting calling from the issue.
I mean, talk. You are a man. Hey, I can check for talk.
Okay, I don't want to say thank you for the show. The best way that we could get a speakership.
Okay, thank you. Hello?
Hello?
Your name and where you call from?
My name is Canabia. I'm calling from Mama Point. I want to commend you today for the talking point. You know, today Liberia has set another new record again in the world. Could you imagine people are doing illegal things and nobody is saying anything about it? The president left the country and went and get my medal. We are looking at Forensic Cover today. 2029 is coming. Those guys are very desperate for power. We need to be careful. We need to be careful to put our acts together. Today is Forensic Cover. 2029, we don't know what happened in the country. But from the local thing now, there will be two speakers in the Republic of Liberia. We don't know where we are heading.
Not will be. We have two already. Thank you for calling. Have a nice day.
Definitely, we're having two. So I don't know who will consider as purpose. This is the situation that we are on.
All right. Thank you, Chief.
Okay.
Hello.
Mr. Andrew, good afternoon.
Yes.
Yes, I want to say thank you for the discussion. But I just want to encourage the call Franciscofa. I just want to encourage him. Let him take up. Let him forget about everything. The parable man say they rope that him monkey today. Tomorrow it will him bamboo. Every long road has an end. And today la Franciscofa's day. And everybody rejoicing and laughing. They congratulating why he said Rachel Kun. But tomorrow it will be the president or the Rachel Kun Mason. That disaster it will live after them. Every one of them. That's to my brother Anthony Williams and my Beatrice Williams calling for the PhD community. It will never be well with every one of them. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Thank you for calling too. Hello.
Good afternoon, Sam.
Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon, Sam.
My man Hussein, hold on. I was concentrating on the women now. Hello.
So our official government.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Hello. I'm Christina there for West Point.
Yeah, let's hear you.
Yeah, thank you for having us. No, I know you get this yes with fanatic. But who gets there fanatic?
No, never fanatic that man on your own.
Yeah, fanatic, the two fanatic too. Fanatic still on a war. Fanatic that man. Some people still want it, but fanatic don't want to do it. So we know that fanatic is a man now. So he's a man. No people there, they will carry their position. No problem. They will see what be different there. Then they carry their position. But we can't go fanatic that man because if fanatic are going to give up, they will not going to be the same nana. So we leave our tell God thank you for fanatic.
Okay.
So why they thank you for everybody.
Thank you. All right. Thank you. Hussein, you can come on now.
Mr. Andrew, I'm not coming officer. You see what you doing to me?
Hey, my man, you on. By your time, you're eating.
Thank you very much for always giving me the opportunity.
Ain't like bro Hussein. They say women first. And
You're right. Thank you very much. I think today is a historical day in our country.
Historical in what sense?
In a sense that we are seeing another trend about politics in Liberia.
Another triumph negatively.
Of course. No, I'm on record saying I support Fonati even the date of the speaker elections. Even when our party have I call Richard Kun, I said no, I can't support Richard Kun because he's not a speaker test. I've said that continuously. You know, for me, in a worst scenario that Speaker Kopa will remove, either by the law or whatever means he will remove.
No, he hasn't. He hasn't been removed. No, don't say he was removed. He hasn't been removed. He stayed the speaker.
That projection, right?
Okay.
I say for the worst scenario.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. If you were removed, in the worst scenario, that was the case. Richard Kun is not a speaker material. I can say I'm on the other party. I've known Richard Kun for the 12 years. What it takes to bring to that office, Richard Kun doesn't have it. To be honest with you. So I said it to my friends in the Unity Party. On the time Unity Party nominated him to be the speaker, to run on the Unity Party ticket, I said, no, he's not a speaker material. But this too is Liberia. You understand? We have said it continuously. If you want to remove the man, there should be due process. If you follow the law, the rule of law, and that history record that this man was removed by 49 members of the House of Representatives, or he resigned. If you can't follow that trend, then it's another day of history in our country negatively. I said this continuously. But when we say our friends look at all the whole global for the Unity Party was supporting this and that. No, we are realists. You understand? Richard Kun is not a speaker material. To be honest with you, for me, I've always supported Fonati.
So,
when the day Fonati signed onto the World Economic Crime Code, I knew he was in line with the government. So I've always supported him.
So,
you understand?
So has Fonati been removed?
No. So the court, Fonati have gone to the court.
So he hasn't. No, I'm asking you for explanation. I'm asking you a straitjacket question that requires a straitjacket answer. As far as you know, literally and parliamentarily, has Fonati Kofa been removed?
As far as I'm concerned, the court will determine who is the next speaker of the House of Representatives.
Then you're confirming you have endorsed what came from the majority bloc.
No, Sam. Because nothing has gone to the court will interpret. We all understand that the court
So
will interpret.
I ask you a simple question. As far as you are concerned, literally, and having an understanding of parliamentary politics, has Fonatu Kofa been removed?
The court will determine that.
All right, thank you. Hello?
Right.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, you on the air.
Yeah. Okay, my name is Sarah Johnson. I pull in this even for the JMB and JKK Youth Allowance to be specific from Cowell, New Jersey Town Center. And let me say thanks again to you for your talking point. And the issue is that the speaker just wasted Labrador people time, because based on what they're doing at the first branch of government there today, my senior veteran, you can see things remain start taking is done dynamic. So the current speaker has to leave that area, because those who voted him as a speaker, they're coming up to say, honorable speaker, with all due respect, vote of no confidence in you because of your proceedings. And the city now, the lawmaker has not even worked for company 1 month. And just ready, they will go to that federal area to go to pay that money income. It's wrong. There is why today people are pressing the president, His Excellency, President Joseph Nyimabuaka. People are appreciating the president for the current rate of gasoline. He cannot stay there.
Thank you. Hello. Good afternoon.
This is Sandy. I'm calling from Chicken Factory. Hello?
Yeah, I'm listening to you.
Yeah. Sam, today is a dark day again for Liberia. So sometimes I can really wonder why President Johnson then brought a war to Liberia, because they say they kill the chiefs. But things that were not even happening during a war are what we are seeing today. I never saw that during the 80s, for what happening now. So what they really brought to change is that because they wanted money for themselves. Some of these guys, the thing that they're doing, they never went back to their district to say, oh, we're going to speak up. But during the campaign, it was telling, or anything we discuss in the house, we come back to our very district, we inform our people.
Zina Norman say he went to his people, he went to his district, and the district told him to move to the majority block to move Speaker Kufa.
I can tell you free. No, the people not just calling for our district. I mean, nowhere, but because of the 150,000, well, you can call about talks about. I will carry them.
All right, Chief. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a nice day. Hello? 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 Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Mama, I'm listening to you. Talk. Call your name. I already answer you.
Yeah, this is the voice of William S. Hines, and I'm speaking from Cartwell, New Jersey, Metro. I listened to your talking points, and there are a few things I would like to say on your platform. The issue at the House of Representatives is an issue that we are seeing that today it is going down. And seeing Kofa running to the court and seeing the speaker electing, the House of Representatives electing a new speaker is something that is surprising and something that is strange in our politics or in our country today. Mr. Koo has their eye in our speakership. Let's start starting with him first, and now his colleagues have decided to make the one speaker. But that's the issue. Instead of people focusing on the lawmakers themselves who are into the saga, we are trying to tie this entire thing to JMB and the vice president.
But are the two people, Chief, my man, those are the two people, man.
I'm coming.
Those are the two people. Thank you. Hello? Hello? What's happening with the women line?
Getting me?
Yeah, my man, now you on, yeah, I'm ready for you, yeah. All right, let's take you now. 0777, the women line. Okay, you're not talking. Hello? Yeah, well on. So the guy said they signed a resolution. In no time, they reached the number. The lawmakers who say they're sick, the impact. This morning, the account was 41. They put new resolution up. In no time, they say they exceeded the 49, 50 plus, which constitutes the removal of the speaker. So those people now, where the other guys came from, where the other lawmakers came from, they called in and they said, yeah, I agree, I will, yeah. Maybe that's how they did it. Because when they called the roll this morning, they were 41. In 5 minutes, they said the number is 50 plus. And they have carved a resolution for the speaker removal. They're not hijacking that. Y'all continue. Hello? Hello?
Hello, sir, Andrew.
Yeah.
You not getting me?
Yeah, you are on the air.
Okay, Master, you on the lab. Lele Yeke. Thank you for the show. What I want to say to Francisco for let him stand is, you getting me?
Yeah, everybody listening to you.
Okay, I listen to who say kept talking about people. You suppose Francisco for 2 hours, you lie. You not at the point, you say Francisco should be removed. You say that should be removed. You can't lie to us here. The thing they for doing is not. But if you stand here, ground, you go to the law. If you got 2 people in the country, then you see that good sign and not good sign. And not a good sign. Yeah, yesterday you say you're asking for the Nakaki, it's either for the 3. Today or for the 1. They say you have to say someone that someone person. Then you see the person in the right, you don't see the truth. They say one you got, and they poke around the camera, let's see them. Then they show their faces. How if really want people the rebel group? Who the hell if really come and show themselves? It's a signature. They don't say the person Boaka is doing the rest in our corporate. I love that property. What you call for the person Boaka? It's wrong. It's not stop. Don't say it's wrong. When the law says the law, let the law be the law. But you want to move on. So get here 2%. You lie, you get 51. You lie when you walk out the law. If you see the 51, let us show that face. Show that faces. Tell them people the damn bucket. If you get 51 person, they want the nature. You know, let's see it yet. When you want move on. Let people be devoted to you. We didn't put all that in there. Tell them the camel. Let's go.
All right, my sister.
They want Robert Shay, Pressy, and Boaka, well, he's working 3 days.
All right. All right, my sister. Thank you. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Yeah, good afternoon, Sam Andrew.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, I'm Peter David Castle. I come from another street light in Lower Johnsonville. Thank you very much for the fascinating discussion. Let me say welcome to His Excellency Dr. George Tano. We are back to the country. You know, Mr. Sam Andrew, what is happening in our country, and for us, those of us as a critical thinker that also studied Joseph Boakai, it's not a strange thing to us. Because it's clear that Joseph Boakai, when it comes to leadership, he lacks the capacity to really govern this particular country. And Liberia is the only country that will look at a 3-year-old man with a Blamado degree and elect him to become a president. Look at what happened in the United States. Joe Biden, they go look at that morning and the developed society, they deny Joe Biden because he's old. So what is happening today is not a strange something. Joseph Boakai is not going to solve any problem. And today we got the 2 speakers in the country. So the possibility of us getting 2 presidents in this particular country is very slim. And let us just watch out and see the next few days. What will happen? Nothing is going to happen in this particular country once Joseph Boakai remains the president. The messages and the realities are setting in day by day. Thank you very much.
Sleeping president. Thank you. Hello.
Hello, Sam Andrew.
Good afternoon. How are you this afternoon?
I'm fine. I'm Rose Totu calling from Front Street.
Let's hear you, Rosie.
Our family, the thing that going on, even insult to we the common people, and even the people then that voted Joseph Boakai in power, because since they voted him, he never came out to tell them thank you. But today he went free time to go tell people thank you there for making him president in Liberia. 1, 2. Fanatic Kofa must fight the battle. The see trick and they say that these people use to we judge we are.
They feel that they can use that secret and other thing with violence and all kind of technique to move anybody that they want to move because not blocking it for them. Let fanatic for stay ground. Whatsoever the court will say, we will accept it. We will add the court to the 10 men when they say it again. Thank you.
Thank you for calling too. Have a nice day.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Your name and where you call from?
This is Jennings Johnson calling from Bombing District. From Aga District.
Let's hear you.
Bro, I want to get the Unity Party public on standard. On Baga government library have been on that class. Grandma called me from Australia. The woman said 2012. A company that should look from Australia. On Baga and Erin Jones or the law maker of the Maggie candidate before Ben Fufana. They were able to do that company for therefore here. And she was trying again to advocate for our law command to come, but the people say in which the way the government running, the night will come. So that beyond that car, for you to see instead of the camera will be very hard for all.
All right, Chief.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah. We are stand doing we are regime, Unity Party people. They when they say confess when we are government accuse them of telling spreading false information to the outside world. The people here say, oh, we are government lying. They just lying on the people. Or we got no investor coming in the country on you CDC people. I mean, Unity Party people as justification, as excuse. Until Unity Party people, when the pressure got hard, they confirm. They even went in America, discouraging investors from coming to Liberia during we are regime. They seen Unity Party people. So the same way will discourage people from coming to Liberia. God himself approved it. He said, do unto others as you have them do unto you. Unity Party people were moving from one place to another. These same people discouraging investors, telling people not to come to Liberia. That Eugene Fagon who's sitting down at FBS, what did he tell the former AGE, John Molu? When Molu wanted to come to Liberia, he said, if you went to Liberia, George Weah will cut your hair off. That men are sitting down. Yeah, FBS there, all the B more you're making. FBS is retrogressing instead of improving. Whole day, the only thing you can hear from him, FBS will never be the same. When you put one day up, FBS will never be the same. Because he ain't get no journalistic knowledge. You take propaganda person for as a peaceman put in there. So the same way, you don't get discouraged. The time reached here. 11 months now, nothing can happen. The same way you people were telling people outside, investors don't come to Liberia. When you go there, George Weah will do what want to you. When you go there, George Weah will do it. George Weah turn the country into gangster paradise. The same way the people will discourage investors, and I in support of it. And thank God, everybody now going out. Radio stations or newspaper, everybody, the people reading. Majority of the newspaper online. Majority of the radio stations, they are out in different countries. So when you think on a pro-government station, the people are going to hear that lie. Sit down there and play phone with yourself, Nebuchadnezzar. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, let's hear you, madam. So we'll go to something else.
I want to know, the letter I have read today is kind of confusing. We are confused. We are all people and our pressure going up. We don't know whether it is true that Funati and Kofa and they're not getting no more, or are they people win? We don't know.
The Lalatin, madam. The Lalatin, they just put in there, get a hurry.
We're supposed to hear names that John there. We didn't hear the name.
Nothing like that. That Lalatin the day over there. Your heart will not go, or your pressure will not go, or don't. They're just trying to rush things. So they will say, yeah, they don't want to get everything, yeah. But nothing the day over there. Don't worry. Fonati is still the speaker. Fonati not moon. They're not moving. Fonati stay the speaker. You know when you get plenty of stupid people somewhere, they can make fun of themselves. That's what they did today, yeah. But Fonati stay the speaker. Don't worry. Yeah. Don't worry. Thank you.
Thank you, Master. Thank you.
Okay. 077-223-9933. That take few calls and then we move to the. Okay, let's just start talking about that because it was within the same area. Yesterday we heard Mema breaks Menza. Moima breaks Menza. That's how her name is pronounced. Moima is Moima Briggs. Mensa. Moima breaks Menza. She said, yeah, oh God, this country, yeah, but it's good. Few years from now, you'll be very critical of the kind of people you're electing. She said that she was tired of what was happening. And based on that, she was taking a neutral stance that she would not go to the majority bloc, neither would she be with the speaker, but she will step aside, watch the scene, how it ends. She will go to her office. If not, she will go into her district and say that. What spoiled everything now? She said that she took the decision based on the speaker refusal to unite the House of Representatives, of the speaker's failure, rather. She said the speaker failed. So with that now, what's the neutrality? You know all of those, but you still with the speaker, you've been with him. And you know exactly what is happening. You know what the speaker is going through. How can a loyalist, having a full understanding of the battle, and say that the commander failed to reconcile? How can you unite? How can you reconcile when you're on the war front? How is it possible for a commander who is facing intense battle initiate reconciliation? How is that possible? No disrespect to Mema Briggs Menza. She's one of the reputable women of this country and lawmaker, one of the flow fighters, the few female voices flow fighter that I respect a lot, but I think she blundered yesterday. I think she should have just said, given the situation, I am on the fence. Forget about saying something that would not represent you, of the side that you're on, and it will give people the understanding that you're using that as a bridge to go to the majority. She should have just left it. Since the thing is dragging on, well, I'm off and just sitting here watching. If they remove Fonati Kofa, fine. If he isn't removed and the law takes precedence, Fonati Kofa is back, the House is in full session again, then we're back. Simple as that. But she should not have said, therefore I disagree with her. She should not have said that the speaker failed to unite the House of Representatives. Crisis time, especially when the battle is tense, it's difficult. It's difficult to reconcile. Wow. I mean, the President is attending. I think he's leaving the funeral service. Hey man, you can see from where I'm sitting. I'm watching it presently. The place is jam-packed. We told you that this man, the presence of we are in the country is an embarrassment, a threat to Joseph Yema Boaka. The man, he just left. He just left the service. I think they should be in Central Morovia. See human beings. They just came outside to see him. See the human beings all over. Yeah, they should be. I think this is the Methodist Church, eh? Yes. Yes. See human beings. The people came outside waiting. While the funeral service is on, they came outside in their thousands. Hey, man. Sorry, I can't. Let me show your excerpt. Let me see where I can show your excerpt on the camera. Okay? That's it. See the human beings. They said they flooded the street everywhere, just wanting to see former President Weah. Let him there getting down. They turn out. Hey, look at that crowd. You see that? You see human beings? Thousands. You see that? Just portion. That's the difference between anointment and appointment. I leave it as it is. That's the difference between anointment and appointment. One person is anointed, has the people love him. He lives in the people DNA. Another one has the appointment, but he's unknown. He's president of a country like he isn't a president. That's what happened when you have an evil intent. God himself makes you unpopular. You see, former President Weah just went to a funeral. All the time he was in the funeral in the church, the people flooded the street waiting for him. They left what they were doing, sitting down, outside standing, just waiting. The man attending funeral service, he's sitting down in the church. I see the one, I see it in the world, in any country before. I've never seen it. Say, I've never seen it. The man sitting down, the man attending funeral service in the church. Then the people outside, the 45 1 hour, the man said that the people standing, they filled the street. You see, I still watching the TV, cars can pass. LRB. Okay. All right, man. So let's move to something else. Didn't the government say reconstruction? They did not say reconstruction of roads. Right here. That across road, the FPRC area. What they're doing? And the patching. So Bwaka said he's going to turn from Gabriel Tucker Bridge all the way into 4 lane. So if you're serious, if that wasn't a lie, you will not do a makeshift thing. You will go ambitious. Ambitious mean this is what we intend to do. We announce it, and we have secured the funding because what he told the joint session of the legislature in Hisona, he said they've secured the money to turn from Broad Street, the edge of Gabriel Tucker Bridge, going all the way. That they've already secured the money for that. So, if that is true, will you now move with that plan to get it started? But what do you see them doing? The people, they're patching the same way. That FPRC area, they're patching. The excavator digs, and then they come with the cement, they put it. So what has changed and what's going to change? Couple of months from now, it will be the same thing when it rains. That place will get flooded. So all the money now, where is it going? All the huge amount they say they put in budget for road reconstruction. Why different? Why extra? The same thing happening. And some of you passing over there, some of you in cars, you're following the show. You can say, tell me as to whether they're not patching, they're not putting anything over there. Tell me. You don't have to call, you can send it, you can send a text message on, and then your text message will be read. That's the same thing they're doing. Nothing extra. Nothing. So the same thing, the same accusation that they levy against CDC, that's the same thing they're doing. Nothing extra in it. Huh? Okay, man. All right. Okay, Chief. We got the relay at 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock. I've got the relay coming up. So let's see. Let's pick up with something. Thank you all for spicing the show. We've got other obligations. Let's take this break with the 42 years experience. The man with 42 years experience, he lied that he didn't say 42 years.
Everybody talking about whether or not you serve 42 years. I never said I served 42 years in government. I worked 12 years as vice president. I worked 3 years as minister of agriculture. All of us work in public operations and did other work. The Liberians hold to one thing and they say it over and again, doing nothing, park in the garage. How long would it take people to understand? Maybe to understand the difference between a car in the garage and a race car on the racetrack. Maybe these are difficult things to understand. A race car was meant to participate in the race. If a race car is not put on the racetrack, it would not be a race car. Is that the same as being parked in the garage?
Let's take this break.
My people, where you at? Where you at? Wake up from your slumber, stop sleeping. Whip your hands, whip your hands, whip your hands, whip your. Come on, come on, come on. I know y'all sleeping now. Y'all gotta wake up some more, yeah? Okay, let's go. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. So much. I said they lie. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They get lies, they get steal, they go lie. I said we tired with their lies. We tired with their promises that led us to all our damages. We tired with that speech they preach indeed and now unique they. My people, where you at? Where you at? Wake up from your slumber, stop sleeping. Whip your hands, whip your hands, whip your hands, whip your. Come on, come on, come on. I know y'all sleeping now. Y'all gotta wake up some more, yeah? Okay, let's go. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. So much. I said they lie. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They get lies, they get steal, they go lie. I said we tired with their lies. My people, where you at? Where you at? Wake up from your slumber, stop sleeping. Whip your hands, whip your hands, whip your hands, whip your. Come on, come on, come on. I know y'all sleeping now. Y'all gotta wake up some more, yeah? Okay, let's go. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. So much. I said they lie. Let's go. They lie. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They betray us so much. I said they lie. The people fool us so. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They get lies, they get steal, I said retire with their lives.
That's who they are. They lie. The only language they take politicians like Satan know. Lie. Very wicked. Everything for themselves, of themselves and their families. That's what Unity Party is, and that's what they're doing. But how long? How long? Jackson Tony, why they should lie to us? Rico, Kenneth Boy. Be thinking. Why are you people to lie to us? Chairman of Block 13, Iron Factory, Kenny Boy. The everlasting chairman, chairman for life. Man, a good chairman. A good to have him on real talk. Well, yeah, he's taking the program. He's an ego. I know. You're listening to Real Talk on Kings 88.5. We are transmitting from Ashma Street, adjacent the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation. Here we go next. For the next few minutes, here we go next.
Early passage of the budget translates to effective execution of the budget. When we start to effectively execute the budget, resources will go out sooner. It creates a multiplier effect. We have in this budget laid out, the president has authorized a lot of interventions that will affect a lot of people, including civil servants and others. The more we delay, we cannot implement any of those measures if the budget is not passed on time, meaning we will have something called a 112 continuing resolution. The law provides that if the budget is not passed by the start of the fiscal year, the Ministry of Finance is authorized to spend 112. But of the past budget, meaning any new initiatives cannot be spent on until the budget is passed. There are new interventions, including interventions that will affect the lives of people. So we will hope that the legislative imbroglio can sort itself out so that you, myself, and others cannot be specimen in this battle. We are little people in this game. We are all praying and hoping that the elders across the road will give us clarity, and a clarity sooner than later that all of us is confusing you, is confusing me, is confusing partners. But I hope that in the next few days, the legislators, who we call elders, can meet in the upper room and give us clarity.
The Finance Minister, Unity Party, Finance Minister Augustine Well and Gaffram on the speedy passage of the budget, that the lawmakers will move with every urgency to pass the budget. One of the reasons why you saw what unfolded at the Capitol building today, the hijacking of the speakership by those hijackers, rogues, thieves, renegades, mutineers, coup d'etators, all of them. That's the reason. The Senate will start its collaboration by recognizing the rebel side, to do business with them and begin to discuss the budget. The budget is $851.8 million United States dollars. So they will begin to discuss the budget for a passage. The executive is waiting, ready. The pen is ready for Nebuchadnezzar to sign, and then the execution. That's why they are breaking every arm of the speaker, who is the legitimate speaker. Former Finance Minister David Fahad is concerned about how the money will be raised. He's not pleased. He's not convinced. He's not convinced that the government, the unity party-led government, the Nebuchadnezzar government or regime can raise that money through the Liberia Revenue Authority. He's concerned. He's asking as to the ability of the Liberia Revenue Authority to raise that money. You are aware that this week the Nebuchadnezzar government submitted a revenue package of $851.8 million, and they say the core value of it, 883 million. Of that amount, domestic revenue 791.76 million, and just million. David Fahad served as finance minister in Liberia, one of the best financial experts that this country can boast of. During his time, he made a number of significant breakthroughs that helped Liberia, and he is consultant for several financial institutions out and in Liberia. He has an in total of this area. So he's wondering how the government will be able to generate that money domestically. But besides that, countries like the EU, US government, and other people, they contribute to the budget. That is why the budget is shared with development partners to have their say in it. But it is bulk of that money has to be raised by the government of the day. The budget is not EU budget, it's not America's budget, it's not Italian budget to raise, it is the Liberian government's budget. It is their responsibility, but as development partners, they help. So he's concerned as to the government's ability to raise. A budget is not money. A budget is projection, items. You can develop a home budget, office budget. It just means the items, what you want to buy or to do. And you lay out those things. Then when you finish now, you look for the money. So you can make a projection in your house of 2,500 US. There's nothing wrong with that. But how you think you can raise that 2,500, and if you raise it, then it completes the whole. So a budget is just a projection. The same way you want to buy some things. So I saw that coat suit. I like that coat suit. You put it down. Or I was around grocery. I saw his shoes. Oh, that shoe's too fine. It could match my blue coat that I want to buy. You put it down. You're itemizing. You are budgeting. But you have no money. When you've done all of that, then you sit down now and start to think how you can get that money. When you get it now, then the whole is complete. That's what is referred to as a budget. Budget is just a projection, just items. Then you find a way to get the money to execute those items or to get done those things that you place there. So he's one way, giving the commerce of the country. He's wondering as to whether domestically that money can be raised. And he is hoping that nothing happens during the year, especially in the West African region, that will affect the fiscal year and make negative impact on the Liberian economy. Do you know that even the road, did you listen to the Minister of Public Works the last time he was out of his office on the air? He was asked about the funding or executing. What did he say? He said they would try to source funding. They would try to talk to some of their partners, some countries, to help them. So when you see certain things not working, but they told you that it was going to work, it's because no money. But you heard 851 million. It is not how pleasant the figure sounds in your ear that you are excited. But knowing that the money is not sitting down, that they will go and take it. They have to talk to people. They will have to talk to a country. Simply, we beg you. We say we want to fix the road here, want to turn it into 3 lanes, but we ain't getting money. We want you to help us, or we get 20% of it, and we need 100%. So please, we beg you, even if we can enter into a bargain that we give you, you give us the money, and then we can make some of our natural resources available to you. So that's how some of these things go. That's why you see most of your resources, your natural resources, are being depleted. So he's wondering that the projection is good. The amount sounds pleasant in the people who we know how it works yet. And they are excited that, yes, oh, the government raised the revenue. I mean, the government budget, this video when it was announced, people running all around the place excited. Oh, the first time. Yeah, all kinds of things. They're making noise. The Englishman say ranting. And not understanding the technical aspect. Minister Gafwan was on the air yesterday. He said the same thing. They will have to try to source funding. And sourcing funding, it's not that when you tell the people, yeah, please, we beg you, want to do this for us, want you to help us with X, Y, Z amount, the people will just take it. They too will have to assess. They want to know there are too many things they want to know. You'll sit down and talk. And it doesn't take 1-2 days. Sometimes it goes months. Sometimes the end of a regime before they approve it, because they have to convince the people. The government have to sit down and look at why they should get Liberia this amount. If Liberia said they want to extend their road into 4 lane, why we should give them 50 million? what do we have and what we're going to give in return? Do we have money to just dash to Liberia? What we're going to get in return? What will be our benefit? When you're sourcing money, that means you're talking to countries or development partners. They're asking you critical questions because you're not the only country that they are helping. They are helping other countries. So you must convince them why they should give you $50 million that you requested for. Whether it's going to be by grant, whether it's going to be a strict catch, whether it's going to be by a barter system, that means they will give you the money and then you give them something in return. All of those things. That is why when you hear that, oh, this one is delayed, and some of you will be complaining, oh, I was in the government say they want, and they're going to do that. Well, that's some of the thing. So they make you to think that everything will just happen. So that's how it works. Now he's concerned. David Fahad is saying, hey, man, it's good though. The government made a projection. The money sounds pleasant. 851.8 million. Substantial figure. But how they're going to raise the money here now? How the money going to be raised for development? That the concern he's raising. Okay. Let's go to you. I think we are getting signal. Let me take few calls on this. Then we are out. Yeah. So tell me how you think that money is going to be raised. Is the projection realistic? Is that a realistic projection? Is that achievable? Can the government raise that money, 850 million? Besides what development partners will share with them or help them with. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon,
Yeah.
let me say good afternoon to the Christian family. Am I there?
Yeah, you are on the air.
Yeah, thank you. The news about political slaughter of it. And I call you this afternoon from the Congress City in Congo Town. That is the official headquarters of the Mali Congo Democratic. You know, that I may appreciate you for your analysis, but the government is not serious. The government came to cajole the people on political rhetoric and deception. And this government used political rhetoric and influence to come to power. So they think to maintain power, they will use the same rhetoric. There's a reason why they paraded with yellow machine all around the place. If it's seen how they want to control the mouth of the Liberian people making power. And the paraded with boss.
Thank you. Hello.
Yeah, hello, Sam.
Yeah.
This is James Labrador. I call you from the township of West Point.
Let's hear you, James.
Thank you so much for the enlightenment. But I can say to you too that that budget is not realistic. It's fake. At the end of the day, you will hear that people have not taken pay. They will reach that budget or budget will alter all kind of things you're hearing here again. And they are just doing it again to send money in their personal pocket, in their account, and just enjoy themselves again. So that's one know that the time that you are in power, you are in power. There were budget shop for always. The where now no money coming in. I don't see it ready yet. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Have a nice day. Hello.
Good afternoon,
Good afternoon.
Yeah, let me say thanks to you. My name is Ali Padikuman, the family are calling for Iranic issue. You know, let me say thanks to you. I listen to someone, Minister of Finance, you see sometimes, but somehow we are not economists. So sometimes when economy is speaking, I think the Noel is speaking for. So I don't think Gafwan, so the team in Ghana and the Finance Ministry will just sit down and just put numbers together and know the game we should have particular number, but we just put it together because they want to get public sentiment. I don't think that, because you see the guys who come to the job with professionalism, not coming to the job with political ideology. They say, oh yeah, Gafon, you want me to public happy, or you want people want to get public sentiment. No. This is why when you bring politics to it, then I'm not here to discuss politics.
All right,
I'm here
Chief.
to discuss reality.
Thank you. Hello.
Hello?
Good afternoon.
Okay, good afternoon to you, my veteran, and good afternoon to my fellow distinguished listeners. My name is Sarah Johnson. I'm from the JMP and JKK Youth Alliance. And we appreciate you. And the reason for which I think thank God to come up with that kind of budget is that because they know their lobbyistic power. They know the reason for which they decide to calculate and then to reach to that kind of budget. Because some of will understand budget is something that you look at all the projects that you think that you'll be able to undertake, all the form that you think you'll be able to spend in 1 year time. Now all those calculations you will do, you put together, you come up with a final total and what I think you refer to as a budget. So my government will be able to get a budget and it will do it the right way that every Liberian who wake up early in the morning to go and help my president, His Excellency President Joseph Nima Bwaka, to do the Liberian people work. Everybody will have that share. In a sense that what you work for, that what you will get.
Okay.
What you work for, that what you will get. So thank you for giving me the opportunity, and then Joseph Nima Bwaka come with progress. Thank you.
Thank you for calling. Have a nice day. Let me read some of your comments. Alex, what did Alex say? No. Magay Gile Naklen said the Supreme Court is playing some lackadaisical role at this crucial point of our country. Anything funny happens tomorrow, the judiciary branch shall be held responsible and accountable. It's because of their role play a few weeks ago by not looking into the matter properly. Today, those guys are where they are today. The Supreme Court refusal to amicably handle this situation from the initial stage has led us to where we are, the unethical attitude exhibited at the Capitol. Hello.
Hello.
Your name and where you call from?
Yeah, I listened to you discussing the budget and talking about the 800 plus, how the government going to get that money. There are a lot of donors around, and then if you observe the few times in the government, a few months, you look at the NPA is contributing to the budget. Right now, government has started some inspection, and there is some money that the finance minister also talked about of 40 million that was used for national disaster. So when it comes to budgeting, this government has the script to love it. We have observed the president has made so many travels. And we know all of those travels, it will lead to something tangible that the Liberian people will enjoy. So we are not worried about the budget. We know that something good is in our budget for Liberian people. For you to see $150 United States dollars, that's a stopping point.
Okay, no, Chief. Thank you. Hello.
Hello, Mr. Andrew.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, the name is T1P William. I join you from Sokoto District 4. I think you just know what I famous or Himo Error Honor Madam Felice. And I think you know who was in charge of the finance ministry at the time when Himo Error 5 million or whooping some of 5 million happened. It was the same finance minister who was minister of finance at the time when 5 million lost on our budget, and then they said it was Himo Error. So it's not strange when we are seeing him coming to propaganda last year, Ministry of Finance. That ministry is no longer a Ministry of Finance. It's another arm of the propaganda of the Unity Party. The guy decided to propaganda last that ministry. Yeah, he talked. Just like a pure propagandist of a party.
All right, Chief.
And that is how he's speaking.
Thank you.
Because they wanted a propagandist that wanted.
Thank you so much. All right. Yeah, he made a point. Listen, many of you don't know, Gaffron is in his most difficult time as the Minister of Finance and Development Planning. Era shifts, different factors evolve. The conditions that existed when he served as Minister of Finance and Development Planning, those conditions, let me not say very few existed, there were very many are not existing. Moreover, Gaffron had people around him then, were former President Sirleaf and other United Nations people, who really helped. So it wasn't a difficult task for him. The weight wasn't that strong, and the media wasn't that forceful, radical, critical than now. So he didn't want to come as finance minister. I think he was comfortable where he was in Uganda, but he was constrained to leave because of Wema Kamara's situation, and Bouaka begged him because Bouaka did not have any option again. Had Gaffron insisted on not coming to help, Bouaka would have been left with somebody very mechanical. So Bouaka begged him. All the Unity Party people really begged Gaffron. So he accepted. And when he came, he said, "Oh, when the president called you, you can't refuse." That what he said at his commissioning ceremony. All of them would say that stuff. So he's facing a difficult time right now. It's going to be hotter beyond this time because the conditions that exist now, they are existing in the reversal. So watch when he went on LBS State Radio, what did he say? He said the challenges are gargantuan. Let me use his words. Gargantuan, that means very difficult, very, very difficult. And Liberians should brace themselves for not a quick solution, just as Ellen said when she came, that nobody should expect quick fix solution. That means it would take time for things to get in place. So he has gotten himself into this messy atmosphere. As the finance minister, he's embarrassed. He becomes more political now. If you watch most of his statements, he will sound more political than of a finance minister, because the atmosphere now has compressed him, has compelled him, forced him to sound that way. Now, the budget, he will have to go before the majority bloc. He will have to go before them to say. Now, he will not want to consciously, but the situation compels him. So the two atmospheres not the same, just to share that with you. Now, the speaker side gave a news conference today. Let me share excerpt with you on that. The speaker side, it was presided over by Representative Gosha. Let's hear a portion of the address, what he had to say.
Not to have used our signature for such a contested movement. Unfortunately, being the way that they are carrying on the juggle Johnson, thinking that it mean anything to the library. When did you send it, though, man? Before the session could have started. In fact, they were still reading the agenda to be adopted when the doorman entered. Information. Yeah. You don't call that section before they are meeting. You guys should be honest to yourself. All what is being carried on there is illegal. So you don't be asking questions as though you want to impress the public. Just a follow up quickly.
So people names. What he's saying that people names were placed on our list. Their names were forged.
Withdraw your signature. And you said that you are waiting for the speaker to tell us who provided this money that is being disbursed accordingly. Can you tell us who gave that money? I'm not saying that they are waiting for the speaker to say money. I said, from what we discovered, we have informed the speaker as to who were the mastermind behind such a scheme to have him removed. And at the appropriate time, he will have made that full disclosure to him, because when the leaders speak, you don't have any other thing to say. After he has had a series of communication and press conferences and release, that information has been provided to the public. Ladies and gentlemen, President, thank you so much for coming.
Okay, just excerpt of it. More to come up. Something happened somewhere. The guys hasting everything today. They hasting everything. Everything. The guys rush with everything. They just want to get everything wrapped up as quickly as possible. Let's get few more. Yes.
I'm not a genius in politics. I've been in this country 1976. I was 14 years old when I took okay. I can't see the ladders. Okay. So I'm not rushing. We fought to come here. And we stood against the odds in the past. But we will see democracy. It's a country of law, it's not a country of men. And that's why I kept quiet. All the police of our doing there is illegal. And trust me, we can't stand up for antique. As per the constitution, they have exceeded the 49. Well, the law down the 49, that's what it says. It's called a process. Okay. It's called a forum. It's called a due process. All they do is just jump and start doing. You hear in the country, it will come back. They are set on a new leadership. That boy will not be there with that boy. Anybody that treat that boy, he treats something that's illegal. And when they fail to know our budget, he always enjoys, extended Jordan money. No, do not go down in that budget that is happening. That's not a procedure. Okay, that's why I kept going. And you are not going anybody calling when they are called, nobody can travel safe. I'm established. I'm not whoosing. The Tolifa accountants have joined Samson Kuju.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Yes. Development partners will not put a dime there. The people are not stupid. They will not put a dime there. Listen, everything will come to a standstill. And they say they're stupid. And they say the junks. The development partners will not put a dime. It will be the last thing they will ever attempt to do. They will never, ever reduce themselves, fall prey, or worship Nebuchadnezzar Bwaka. They will never. They're watching. The international partners, they're watching. They're watching. The outside, they're following everything that's happening. They know that everything order is kangaroo. $5 they will not put. And you will start hearing of withdrawals. You will start hearing the government complaining that this one tight, this one this. You think the people stupid? Sit down there. I see you, man. I see you. We'll talk tomorrow. The news is up at 6 o'clock. And after the news at 8, face the issues with A.B. William. And then tomorrow morning at 7, Israel Boyce here is on with Let's Talk About It. My name is Sam Andrews. Shalom.